Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I am back with another tarot reading for you today, and I kind of figured that I'd do like a soul connection tarot today. So, if you do resonate with this reading today, then please definitely give a great big like. And just, I want you to remember that my channel, I'm here, it's a safe space, and it's basically a place of healing. So just feel very comomfortable here, and if you don't feel comfortable, let me know, because sometimes I am very assertive or aggressive in the way I talk. So I like constructive feedback, so let me know, and just whatever. I love that. I love to grow as a person too, just like whoever's watching my videos. I feel like we'll be pretty similar in that kind of sense. So feel comfortable, and we're going to get into this reading today. If you are new to the family here, definitely subscribe if you feel the need to. The first card here that has come out is the Ten of Wands today. So the Ten of Wands really just gives a feeling of feeling burdened, carrying too much responsibility right now. This card flew out, I was holding those pretty tightly too. So the next one here is the Three of Swords. This one's giving heartbreak, sadness, very much emotional pain right now. There is a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot being carried in, and it's kind of giving me just a very heavy burden. Next card is Judgment. So we have Judgment here, and Judgment is really having a life review, making a very important decision, an awakening of such. So I feel like there is a sense of carrying all this burden, and I feel like maybe it's creating an awakening, when something gets too much, it really creates that decision to start reviewing your life. Am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? A lot of those kind of questions probably come up in this kind of situation. So let's see whatever else is happening here. We have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups here is very interesting. I really get a good feeling from this. It's very much giving me you're at a stage of having a high emotional wisdom, a very nurturing energy towards yourself and others, and a lot of compassion towards the situation for yourself. So I feel like over the time you've learned to be very compassionate in these times of need, when you're very much burdened, to be compassionate towards yourself. So I really feel like you're going into this Queen of Cups energy, which is really kind of beautiful, and I love that for you. And we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. So the Wheel of Fortune is really beautiful card. I love this one. This one gives me changes, cycles, a new turning point in your luck. So it's really much giving your life's going to change for the better. It's like a miracle card, as I'm starting to realize a lot of these cards kind of produce miracles, or they kind of show that. And I feel like at least from my own experience, I feel like some of these cards freak me out, or they have certain connotations to them and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like there are some cards now that I look at and I just see beauty in them, because don't we all want this? But maybe not, because I was talking to someone the other day and I was talking about change, and they very much were no, change is not good. So sometimes it's good to stay where you are, but I get it. It's a perspective thing. So I feel with me, I really love this card when it comes out, because it is really showing a beautiful change and a move towards something even better than before. So I always kind of get that from it. Love that. Change. I would love to know, if anyone has any thoughts on change, let me know your opinion about change in the comments, because it's just kind of interesting to me. I'm very much like that. I like learning, and I like knowing what other people think. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think on change, the concept of change. The Nine of Pentacles is the next one that has come out here, and the Nine of Pentacles really gives a sense of being independent within your finances, and you're really stepping into a place where you can be fruitful and enjoy the fruits of your labor, kind of treat yourself a little bit, start kind of going into that place of looking after yourself better, because sometimes when that kind of stuff gets better and things change and your luck starts getting better, then you can start you know, becoming better within yourself because you can start putting better things in your body, like food, and just like it. I think it's pretty self-explainable, but I feel like that's kind of like a beautiful place to be. Love that. The Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands here is really interesting. It's giving me confidence. It's giving me charisma. It's giving me nurturing, and it's giving me creativity, right? Like, it's very much giving me like you are Miss Witchy Poo. And I don't know if that's offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just giving the vibe of like you are like that vibe. You are you, and I feel like you're doing you, and I feel like you're balancing things out between the two sides of divinity, of divine masculine and femininity, and like things like that. I just feel like you're really coming into your own. Wait, that's right. You're coming into your own, and you're being very like strong and confident. Like the strong, confident light witch. I'm not calling you a witch. It's just the vibe I get. It's the energy. Okay. I kind of love it. So if you're not a witch, it's just a very confident, very like, you know, strong-willed character. All right, let's see what else we have here. We do have the Nine of Swords here coming out. What else? The Ten of Swords. Whoa, quick transition. This is quick transition. You're moving away from sleeping. I really feel like the pain, it's fading, or it's going to go. It's being healed. I kind of love this. Okay. I don't think I've ever said that about those two cards before. But I've never seen them fall out just like one after another. And the feeling I got from that. The Nine of Swords really gives me a sense of like not being able to sleep, obviously, like nightmares. Kind of being like in a bad spiritual place, maybe there's something unbalanced. So I feel like the Ten of Swords is really representing like you've moved to this point, and you're like it's got to that point of like it's too much, like it's there. You're ready to do the healing and release. And I really feel like you're doing that in such a like energetic way, because we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is really giving me like swift movement, quick progress, but it's also giving me a sense of like there is something coming in. There's going to be communication coming in to your situation. And I feel like this communication that's coming into your situation is going to be helping you like tenfold. And I don't understand really how I say these things sometimes, but that's what's happening. There's definitely someone coming in, and I feel like you know it. Like you have this gut feeling. It's like a gut feeling, but it's intuitive, and it's like, like it's a very cool reading today. I love this reading. So the High Priestess is really just giving like trust your intuition, and just very much connect with your like inner wisdom, connect with you, your inner self, your higher self, and really just understand that you are like within your truth. And I feel like you're just like you're doing it. High five. I don't know what to do. I just feel like I want to give everyone this reading is for a big high five and a big hug and say, well done. It's so epic. It makes me feel like that way. Like it's the emotions I'm getting from this. Alrighty. Let's just get just a couple more cards. We have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is coming in. We've got a new creative opportunity. You're going to be the spark, and you're going to have a spark of inspiration. And I think that's really beautiful. So I feel like you're coming out of this like darker place where you feel so burdened, and you're just going to and go towards something new that is just so epic. And I feel like this reading today is kind of like interesting because this connection that I've got here, this soul connection, is with spirit. Interestingly enough, and I feel like you've moved away from something in the past. I think there's something that's been very, very painful. So this could be like a breakup or some sort of disconnection, and it's really made you focus on you. So I just wanted to kind of clarify the soul connection part of this. I'm really getting that sense of that you're becoming closer with spirit, and I think that's really beautiful, because once you like get to a place of being like one with spirit and being in that place, then like this energy can come in, like a soulmate or like the true love or like the one that's meant to be there. And it's all about like the energies, and the shifting of energy here is a really beautiful thing, and that's why I'm so excited for you. I just want one more card, please. I'm going to take that card because it bent. All right. So we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords here is really interesting because this one just gives like, rest, recovery. Like you're taking a break. So there is a little bit of a break here, and you want to recover, right? So I feel like this recovery is probably going to lead to some beautiful things coming. So it's very interesting. I will look a little bit ahead now, because it's just interesting. I'll place those over there, and I just want to like look ahead for obviously, like, I just kind of like do daily readings. So like, I feel like this is kind of like the general vibe of like however you feel, or like however it feels. I could look at the cards and just see, because it's kind of like how I get timing, and I don't actually do it. Like I always forget to do timing in my readings. I feel like this is giving me like winter vibes, like, or it could be like even spring, because it rains a lot in spring in my mind here in my country. And it could be like going into summer. So it's very interesting. This pain seems like it was like just a little bit behind, and we're going to like summer. So I feel like it's very summery. So this is very summery reading. So for the northern hemisphere, this would be the opposite. It would be for like, it would be winter. It's just kind of interesting. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's just summary. So like or like, what is it? In the next month or two, it's kind of what I'm getting from this. It could be 3 months. The next 3 months. All right. So what I wanted was basically what we're going to feel like after that a little bit. Like it's really, really far in the future. But at the end of the day, I feel like with everything, fate can be changed, and like this is kind of like peering a bit far for me, but we'll go there today. I hope y'all don't mind. Okay, so I do understand here. It's very interesting. I feel like it's very beautiful. I'm just going to take those cards. And so we do have that bound feeling. So there was like a bound feeling here at the end of like the end of this kind of vibe where you need to rest and relax and rejuvenate. So I feel like you're a little bit bound from all of this stuff. You've gone through so much, and you've come to this place where you just need to like take it easy for a bit. So I feel like that's that feeling there. But it comes into this like 10 of Pentacles here, which is some sort of inheritance. I always get that. I feel like you're going to come into some money. You're going to come into some sort of abundance. So I actually kind of love that. I kind of love that. Oh, it's so itchy now. Yeah, so it's very much giving me family legacy. So it's giving me like long-term financial stability. So the inheritance maybe from the universe, or like even your hard work could be paying off. Like it could be many things. So you could even get like a payout, or even like just like a lump sum of money from like maybe a trust or something. So I just feel like there's some sort of money coming your way. Financial abundance, which is bringing happiness. So this is what I would say is probably just after Christmas next year, just the beginning of the next year. So that's kind of beautiful, actually. You're definitely moving away from the old and going to the new, and you're also going to, you're going to feel good. You're going to be like, I've worked so hard, I deserve this. And I think that's really beautiful. So this is your reading for today. And I am going to do some oracle cards now, because I think some people love those. I love them, so I'm never going to stop. So we're going to do the fairies, because I think my go-to at this point. So I'm probably going to do fairies in every single reading at this point. I just think they're like really beautiful, and they can bring light to a situation where, like maybe there's doubt or even just like some messages. This one here is really giving me, there is a little bit of like disbelief or a lost faith in magic. So we're getting some messages here. Whoa, they're all very similar cards. I will tell you, and I'll show you. Protection. Yeah, the fairies are so there for you today. Okay, so we have believe in magic. So this one here is really giving a sense of like, how like some people need to see things to believe them. Yeah, so this is like that sense of like you got to feel it and like can't see it obviously. But it says open your eyes in the magic that's all around. Like it's in nature, it's everywhere. Like it's a perception change too. But also it just says you're a part of nature too, and you're also magical. But I also get like believe in magic is like believing is seeing. Yeah, that saying. So that's kind of like what I was feeling from that as well. We have magical blessings here, and magical blessings is whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. The next card is Tree Wisdom, and Tree Wisdom here is giving the Tree Dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. And if I remember correctly, this card's really calling you to go hug a tree, and it literally says that in the book. So I'm just gonna say, like, the method of doing that is you go up to the tree and you're very, like respectful, and you just like ask the tree if it would like a hug, and you'll feel it. You're supposed to feel it, and it will tell you. Like it would be like an instantaneous thing, and you're basically asking for permission, and it will give you the knowledge that it obtains. So that's kind of like the belief behind that. I think it's really beautiful. We have fairy spotting. It is time to go fairy spotting. It is said that seeing is believing. This card came out. The feeling I've got this feeling before. It's this card. Oh my god. It is said that seeing is believing, but the fact that the opposite is true, believing is seeing. The card actually came out. I know there's like believe in magic though. That's what I got from that one. And we have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. Oh, thanks, fairies. This is beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I want to like just kind of go into the twin flame ascension, because I just want to see where we're at with like this situation, because I feel like you moved away from like a situation that made you feel super burdened. So I feel like this reading is for someone that probably doesn't really have a connection as such, or it's very much in disconnect. So we have compassion 1111. This one's giving me higher heart opening. So I feel like there is a process going on for you right now that is helping you like kind of raise your vibrations in your heart. We have healing separation, so that's kind of interesting. That's kind of what it's feeling. It says go within. Go within. Hello, all these cards. What are you today? What are you? What cards are you? I want to know. Divine order. Practice patience. So Metatron, hey. So I just wanted to say that before I started my reading, I was shuffling these cards and Temperance came out, and then it literally it wasn't those cards, my bad. It was the other ones with the little captions and stuff on them. It was these ones, and the Temperance came out. And yeah, look, it's on the top here. And it says seek balance and create a calm atmosphere. So I kind of feel like that's giving me that, practice patience, divine order. It's kind of like practicing that. We have twin flame 1111. Everything is possible. So it seems like this maybe could be like a twin flame journey. You're like going towards like a twin flame and trying to get to that place of like really having them come in. We have acknowledge, take responsibility. So this one's really kind of beautiful. I love that one because I feel like in every situation there's like in every partnership there's like it takes two to tango. That's just the saying I learned a long time ago, and I kind of love that saying. It takes two to tango. Okay. We have High Priest, personal empowerment. Ooh. Interesting. The high priest. That's very like physical. It's very in the physical, personal empowerment. You're like working on yourself so deeply. I love that. We do have Holy Grail code. So Holy Grail code's coming out. It says receive the gift. So you're at this stage where I feel like you're gonna blossom into something so beautiful. And then we have the last one, which is sacred sexuality. You're respecting yourself so much. I feel like that's really beautiful. It's accessing the unified field. So I feel like when it comes to this, I do know a little bit about it, and I did a lot of shadow work on it. So yeah, like I guess I've got stories and stuff from my past that I find hard still to this day to share publicly. But I probably like I've been told to write a book so many times by people. I'll probably one day write a book and share it in there because I find that I would probably have to write it in a book because it's just so much to talk about. But sacred sexuality is definitely something that I've learned about, and I feel like it's about respecting oneself and really kind of going to a place of I don't want to say the word, but it's almost like being celibate in a way, like like not doing it, but doing it like like your sexuality is very much like a beautiful thing. It's like protecting one's sexuality, like and being very like moral and valuistic towards yourself and self-respecting. So when you do that and you are doing it in a very beautiful way, your sacred sexuality, I hope someone understands what I'm saying. You kind of get to a point where you can access the unified field, which in my mind has got like a sense of like source energy. So you're kind of like accessing this energy and you can obtain it and use it for like your manifestations and just like everything in your life. So I feel like once you become in line with these things, it's really beautiful. Sacred sexuality is the most beautiful thing ever. So I love this reading, hands down, maybe one of my favorite readings I've ever done. So I'm going to move on to just like one more set of cards, I think, and then we'll move on to ending the video after that. I was actually going to do two sets of cards because I'll do a daily affirmation, which I totally forgot to do at the beginning, but we can still do it now. It's not the end of the world. Go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow, just breathe. Okay, spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. That's what that sums up this reading. That sums up this reading. I feel like that's what's happening. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm so proud and happy for you and for whoever this is resonating, whoever this is for. This makes me feel so good and it warms my heart, okay? I just wanted to let you know that. Thank you so much for warming my heart today. All right, so now I'm going to move on to these cards, which is a mixed deck. It's a mixture between Starseeds and Egyptian Oracle. So we do have Andromedan energy here today, and we have adventure, and it says say yes to change, okay? I did ask, didn't I? I asked you guys what your thoughts on change was. So this reading is very much about change and a beautiful change and say yes to change. Jump in. Jump in. I love that. Someone wants to come out. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. You are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Starseeds are popping off. The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening activation. Integration time. I'm charged up and getting activated. What am I doing? That Cher Lloyd song is so good. Okay. Interesting. We'll carry on. I normally go until I get an Egyptian card coming out, so we're just going to carry on. I remember Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. The message is the revelations today. You could even consider this change that's happening in your life the biggest miracle that's ever been performed for you by like spirit or by the universe. And I'm not just saying that to just like hype up my video. Like I see that. I see it. I feel it. I feel so good. And we have an Egyptian card now. So this is our last card for the reading today. And it is Anubis. It is Anubis. Anubis is gracing us with his presence today. And it is a transformation. So this is the most beautiful reading that I've ever done in my whole entire life. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you did resonate today and you feel like you are transforming and you are becoming like a butterfly and you're like the phoenix rising from the ashes, if you're like the eagle soaring high in the sky that just never gives up, if you're the lion that's been cast out of the pack but you carry on and you just never give up, then I just feel like this is a beautiful reading. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in another one. Thanks so much everybody for being here, and yeah, bye bye.